guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I cream contour my face, highlight and contour my face. Today's video is also going to be a talk through video. I know! We like never do talk through videos on my channel. You guys all know that I do have a 3-year-old who likes to sing and shout and let it all out. So that's why I don't do too many talk through videos. But right now she's napping, so whoop, 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 whoop. We can do a talk through. I've been getting a lot of requests not only for talk through videos but for highlight and contour videos. So if you guys want to see how I get all contoured and highlighted up, please keep watching. Alright guys, so first I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I'm using the Pure Correcting Primer. This is by Pure Minerals and it hydrates and balances the skin. So I'm just going to pop that right on. Okay, so next we're going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. This one's in the shade Medium. I'm going to go ahead and take the more peachy orangey shade and then this more nude kind of shade here, and I'm just going to mix these two together. I don't want to use this one alone because it's a little bit too orange for me and my skin tone. My dark circles aren't that dark and my hyperpigmentation isn't that dark, so I don't need something that's like super duper orange and intense. So I'm just going to mix these two together to make my perfect correcting shade. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with a damp beauty blender. So next for the redness on my face, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness Correcting Primer. This is right here. When you're covering up any kind of redness on your face, you want to use a green concealer because a green is going to counteract the red on your face. So if you look at a color chart, green and red are opposing colors. So when it comes to correcting your face, you want to use an opposing color to counteract the color that you want to get rid of. Through the wastelands, through the highways. And then I'm just going to blend that out with this itty bitty little beauty blender. Okay, so now for foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm in the color 105. And I'm just going to be applying that and blending that out with a beauty blender. And when you're correcting, you definitely want to make sure that you blend out the correcting colors first before you apply your foundation. Otherwise, you will see it through the foundation. So definitely blend it out first and then apply your foundation and then blend that out over it. Okay, so next I'm going to be applying some concealer and using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This is in the color Light Medium. I'm just going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. When I'm blending out the concealer under my eyes, I like to take it up to the sides of my nose where I'm not going to be putting any contour shade down, just so it brightens it up and really pulls it out a little bit. And I like to bring it up towards the temples. I don't have defined cheekbones, so this really helps to lift up your cheekbone and make it look like it's a little bit more defined. This pimple's just trying to mess up my whole world right now. Just trying to find it. Okay, so next I'm going to be going back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and I'm going to pick up this yellow banana shade here, and this is what I'm going to be using to highlight the rest of my face. No, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go. Okay, so when applying my highlight shade to my lower jaw area here, I like to apply it a little bit heavy because I want my jaw to appear like it's sticking out a little bit more. I don't have very defined bone structure, so when I apply this lighter and brighter color over here in this area, it's not only going to assist in defining my contour, but it's also going to make this area appear like it's a little bit more protruding, which is also going to give me a more square-like face shape. And once again, the Beauty Blender. And the reason why I add highlight here is because my smile lines tend to sink in a little bit. So highlighting there is going to make it appear like it's a little bit more plump. So you basically want to highlight any areas that you want to have come forward, and then you want to contour any areas that you want to have sink in. And also highlighting this area first is really going to help you have a guideline for where you want to apply your contour. Okay, so moving on to contour, what I like to do is, okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bronze a little bit, and I'm going to take this color here. This is called Cinnamon, and I'm just going to pick that up on a stippling brush and start to apply it directly on my cheekbone and just blend it out. This stippling brush is a small stipple brush from e.l.f. And I'm just going to keep it directly on that cheekbone. I don't want to take it any lower, and I don't want to bring it too high. I'm going to take it directly here and then blend out the edges, but not too high and not too low. I'm going in a stippling motion rather than a swishing motion. Swishing, swiping motion? Rather than a swiping motion. That way I'm not moving anything else. And we'll grow in number. And if you don't have very defined features like me, you can go ahead and suck in your cheeks a little bit, and that's going to help you find where your cheekbone is, where it starts and where it ends. I'm also going to take this around the perimeter of my forehead because your girl got a 5 head and we want to make that look a little smaller, or a lot smaller. Let's be real. So I want to make sure that you get it in your hairline, so this way there's no line of demarcation. You don't want to have it all white up in here and then it's all tan over here. Unless you want to go for that look, then you do you, boo-boo. I'm also going to be taking this under the jaw area so that way everything is cohesive and blends well. Right here a little bit. Okay, so now moving on to my contour, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. small stipple brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to be mixing chocolate and cream together. And this is going to make my perfect contour shade. So I'm just going to start off by taking it right under the cheekbone, directly under the cheekbone, but blend it upwards so that way it lifts up our cheekbones instead of dragging them down. I'm kind of just going in like the swiping and stippling motion, stippling upwards to blend upwards. Okay, so now to contour the nose, I'm going in with those same 2 colors, chocolate and cream, and I'm just going to be using that to contour my nose. I like to round off my contour at the tip of my nose, so I have more of like a button-nosed effect. I'm also going to go back in with that banana color, and I'm just going to use that to define the center line of my nose a little bit better. Putting a highlight shade down the bridge of your nose is really going to help pull your nose forward, and that contour shade is really going to help sink it in, so that way it makes your nose look a little bit skinnier. Okay, so now to set everything, I'm going in with the Mercier translucent powder. Making all kinds of noise. And I'm just going to be dipping a damp beauty blender into that and then applying it underneath the eye area. So if you don't set your concealer right away, you definitely want to blend out what creased in the meantime, and then you can go ahead and set it after that. Otherwise, if you set it while they're still creasing, that creasing is going to be there all day. So yeah, you definitely want to blend it out first and then set it after. You also want to make sure you set the rest of your face where it tends to crease. Like my laugh lines, I tend to crease there a lot. The center of my forehead, I tend to crease like right up in here. Those are definitely places that you want to set to make sure that there's no creasing. Okay, so now we're just gonna shake and bake for a little bit. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a nice fluffy tapered brush and I'm going to start blending everything out. And then I'm also going to be using the excess on my brush to set everything else. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake right underneath that contour. I like to do that after I've set everything because I don't get that super harsh line of demarcation. Anytime I've tried putting this on and baking when there was a cream there, I end up with a super harsh line of demarcation and I hate that. So I like to set everything first very lightly and then I'll go in with a beauty blender and my setting powder and I'll go ahead and start to carve out right underneath that contour and bake that for a few minutes. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this nice little fluffy tapered brush. This one's by Gerard Cosmetics. It's the Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder Brush number 8. And I'm just going to go in and start to dust all that off and blend it out. Now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Park Ave Princess palette. I'm just going to take the bronzer color and I'm just going to bronze a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with the blush color and I'm just going to apply some blush. When applying blush, I like to smile so I can really see the apples of my cheeks. I don't have defined features, like I said before. My cheeks are not defined, so I like to smile just to help me find my apples. Find my apples. Find the apples of my cheeks. I like to apply it to the apples and then lightly blend it upwards towards the temples. And then for highlight, I'm just going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in So Hollywood. And I just keep piling it on and piling it on until I'm glowing in the dark. Just a little more. Ooh, girl. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my makeup and I'll show you guys my final look. Alright, so that's going to be it for this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thumbs up the video if you guys want to see more talk through videos. I can definitely try my hardest to do them a little bit more often. But like I said, I do have a 3-year-old who likes to sing and shout and let it all out. So it's a little difficult to do talk through videos, but if it's something that you guys really want to see, I can make a harder effort to get them done. Also, leave me any comments on any other video requests that you guys have. I would love to know what you guys want to see. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I would love for you to join my YouTube family here. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Get it together. My life right now. Girl keeps writing up. Small boob problems. Also, leave me any comments on any. So dramatic.